I mean, I guess why he used my clip is it's taken out of context because I
think
teach
it's
it
because it's like very popular. Your clips are very popular. But go ahead.
No, I teach Uchimata so many different ways, but I always preface it by saying the basics are like this. It's generally taught like this. You know what I mean? Here's a two-step Uchimata that Maruyama does. Here's the back-step Uchimata that Ono does. You see what I mean? So he clearly doesn't watch all my YouTube. Alright, lies behind Judo basics. I got so many people messaging me. Yeah, so this is, I guess, a reaction. I haven't watched it. I've heard.
This is real live. Yeah,
this is real live. I have never watched it.
Yeah.
And then so many people have told me about it, and I was kind of like, all right, getting a little bit aggravated.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's see. You know?
Right, so, yeah.
And so to preface this whole thing, right? People are like, oh, you're talking about the fundamentals of Uchimata. They use you as an example. But, you know, I teach Uchimata in like 12 different ways. My understanding of Uchimata is so above and beyond. Whoever made this stupid video, you know, I don't know who these guys are. Do you guys even do Judo?
So, just to so Shintaro's been catching some strays basically, and so these are twins from Korea.
Okay.
One of them won the bronze medal in the 2012 Olympics.
Okay,
Judo.
ooh, that's fancy.
They kind of do judo, yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it right now.
Yeah,
you know, maybe we'll have our editor
like
clip
put
the
it
thing
in
there.
Yeah, yes, live reaction.
All right, let's see. Skip this ad. All right, here we go. Harasawa released a paper criticizing the practicality of Uchimata routines.
Yeah, so I think he made a video on Instagram about like how.
Yeah. Uchikomi Uchimata. I've been saying this for years though.
Yeah.
This stuff. There's no one does Uchimata like this. You know, look, when you're doing Uchimata like this drill, you're engaging your delt.
Yeah.
A very small muscle. You know.
You get the big back muscles, right?
Yeah.
That was a big revelation for me too.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of.
Can you hear the sound from the video or no?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so we'll edit it in.
Okay. I mean, so far everything he says is true, but this is one type of Uchimata, right?
Yeah. Where are you? I'm gonna follow you along too.
So I'm like, when Harasawa's doing Uchikomi, he knows that a current Uchikomi practice is not practical.
Right.
Yeah. It's true. You only do it for 10 minutes a day as a warm up, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I at this point I use Uchikomi as a warm up too. You're coming up.
Was it always taught this way? No. Yeah, that's me and my baby mama. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's me. Shit, I didn't know
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught some strays too. I didn't know I was in it.
Is that it? That's the only part that I'm in?
They're kind of rehashing that video. I think you come up later too.
I mean, they're not wrong. Everything that they're saying is true, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like boxing, right? It's like when you throw the jab, like your hands always have to be here. It's like, don't drop your hand, don't drop your hand. But you see people dropping your hand all the time when you're like slowing down actual boxing footage.
And my thing is that isn't there some value in the traditional way of practicing? Because I think it kind of forces it to, because if you just practice the pulling down thing from the get-go, you're like you don't really learn the kuzushi, I feel like.
No, I mean, you learn to like...
You have to really kind of do this action. I don't know. I mean, think they both have some value.
Yeah, it definitely has some value, right? Because like you're trying to fit your body underneath. So if you open the space like this, it creates that space and you could drive your hips underneath. So it's a teaching tool.
Oh,
right? He's unaware what he's doing due to his confirmation bias.
Here I am. You actually come up.
Oh, yeah, me actually doing Uchimata. Yeah, but this is a different Uchimata. I'm not teaching this Uchimata. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were both at the Inoue Kosei seminar back in the day.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
It is true he doesn't do it this way, but I mean,
That's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess why he used my clip is it's taken out of context. Because I
think it's because it's like very popular. Your clips are very popular. But go ahead.
No, I teach Uchimata so many different ways. But I always preface it by saying the basics are like this. It's generally taught like this. You know what I mean? Here's a two-step Uchimata that Maruyama does. Here's the back-step Uchimata that Ono does. You see what I mean? So he clearly doesn't watch all my YouTube. He probably doesn't even understand English.
This was their first English video.
Good for them, though. I love that. I love that. We need videos like this.
I think they hired a translator. I don't know. Maybe they learn English, but their English is impeccable here. So, I love their content. They really teach in very practical ways. Yeah.
Now I have to go back and find videos of me teaching Uchimata in different ways and then send it to them. Yeah. I mean, they as petty as that is.
They posted this on Reddit too, you know. That's why I saw it. And,
okay, so stay with me here. I'm going to do Uchimata Shintaro Higashi on YouTube. And you guys could do this way.
Yeah.
What is this nonsense? Oh, that's not it. 1, 2, 3 step Uchimata. Okay.
Yeah, you teach Ken, you teach...
Yeah.
Yeah, step in, double step, one step.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, I do teach it like this in this sense. The first one that came up.
Yeah.
Am I going to prove this guy right now? Can you imagine? Okay, here's the second one. Second one, what do I say about the sleeve? It's usually the sleeve hand that they're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's the sleeve hand. They think you shouldn't teach really like emphasize lifting it up. Like what's your like look at your watch kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, kind of, sort of, not really. Yeah, there's a Uchimata for beginners video that I do. Judo Uchimata, everything Uchimata. Yeah, I guess majority of the videos kind of have.
I don't think you really. From what I remember, you don't really emphasize that sleeve hand too much. A lot of the videos, your Uchimata videos, focus more on the steps and different entries.
Yeah, I'm mostly a contextual kind of a judo teacher, right? I don't teach sort of like, all right, this is the technique and because that stuff doesn't really work. But yeah, if you look at a lot of different Uchimata, Shintaro Higashi competition Uchimata. That's an interesting one. Watch myself.
Yeah, there's one you bomb someone and I think nationals maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. The referee's standing in the way.
Yeah, there was an oldie, but good.
Yeah. I mean, yes. This guy is right in so many ways. This sort of traditional, like, wrist looking up, like, back of the thing, it doesn't really actually happen, right?
Yeah.
But because there's also taken into consideration when you're doing randori, there's resistance.
Yeah.
So he's saying, no, you're not pulling up here. It's going across the body and downward. It's like, yes, because he's pulling the arm down. So you're not able to lift that way. You see what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Like, I try to. I mean, you need that a little bit of lifting up action.
Yeah.
But because of resistance, like even Seoinage, you don't really, and in the randori, you can't even do this. You just a little bit of tension upwards though to create space and then go down.
This is also the thing too, right? If I'm pushing in and then they're pulling back and then they're driving this hand off the lapel, right? Because we're all teaching sleeve and sleeve up this way. But this is the thing, right? That you're never that dominant in hand position.
Right.
You see what I mean? So it's like sleeve and collar. I'm holding the sleeve against the collar here. Look, I'm not pulling and rotating it away from my body. I'm just kind of pulling and then just keeping it there and tucking my elbow behind me.
Yeah, I do it that way.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So them to kind of just take that segment and then criticize people showing that specific position of that throw,
Even Inoue Kozai caught some strays here.
Inoue did, yes. But you know what? I've seen Inoue teach it in a way where it's like, competitive style. But they're teaching the basics, the very beginning of this stuff. And then it teaches the mechanics. Okay, if I go like this, if I pull, the body goes in this angle, and then you drop your hips underneath. It's a great teaching tool still.
I play devil's advocate here. Yeah. I think they would agree with you on that too. This is the basic fundamentals. So the mechanics, that's fine. Yeah. But given the limited time,
Yeah.
a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Most people can't have like randori rounds and rounds of randori to actually discover these subtleties on their own.
Yeah.
Would it be better? I think their argument is that wouldn't it be better if you just went straight into it? You do make that kind of arguments too, because your primary students, student demographic.
I mean, we don't do uchikomi stationary for time and time. We don't do it. I say maybe you do like 3 sets of 10. That's it, and then you move on because it's not a very useful drill.
And I don't think you even teach during class. You don't. Really
I never teach the traditional
mechanics. Anyway,
so if you go to Japan and you see guys just doing good, like clean traditional uchikomi, it's almost like form. It's like kata training.
Yeah,
it's the same idea as like shadow boxing in the gym. Right, a great shadow boxer kind of has the hands up and it's clean and tight and elbows are tucked to the hips. But then when you're looking at an actual boxing event, when
they could drop when
they drop and then they'll lose their balance because they think that they're going to be there and they miss, and then they angle off and you're like trying to turn around and face them, and then shooting the jab off like your back heel or something like that. So your hands are kind of like that. Of course, if you take these little segments and clips of videos that are like a thin slice of time, you're going to be able to expose these things,
Yeah.
These guys, now that I know that they're 60 kilograms, I challenge them to a randori.
Oh my God.
Openly.
I will fly out to see
I outweigh them by 40 kilograms. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. Yeah.
They are guys. They are legit. They're Olympic.
I mean, Olympic bronze, pretty legit. Bronze, but it's 60 kilos, dude. Come on.
66.
It's not a real. That's not a man's weight.
Maybe I could. After this goes out, maybe I could reach out to them and then maybe we could do like a seminar trip or something.
Reach out to them. Send them this video personally in Korean, and say I will go there and teach you guys how to do Uchimata.
That you will teach. I'm not teaching shit.
You're teaching. You're teaching.
No. What? Not gonna teach in front of Olympians. Come on now.
Let's see, hampan. What is that? Hampan. What does that mean?
Hampan is a Korean reading of ippon.
Oh.
Hampan. We say hampan.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like that they made that video though. I really do because I think that's great content. I think it's well done. And I think it instilled a reaction out of me and an emotional reaction.
You lost.
I lost. Yeah, I was trying to be above it. Even at dojo yesterday, like a few people mentioned it to me yesterday. Hey, you heard about these Korean guys shitting on your Uchimata? I'm like, what?
Full disclosure, guys. I was just gonna have him watch separately on his own, but he wanted to record this.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? I never watched this clip before.
Yeah, it's true. First time watching. Riled him up.
Yeah, I love how it starts off with like Harasawa being praised.
Yeah, I mean the Harasawa is like he kind of started this like debate. I feel.
Yeah, you're in this, Peter. You're in this video.
I didn't even realize that I was in it. I just remember seeing you and then didn't realize I was in it. Yeah, I'll reach out to them.
My baby mama's in this uke, like with her hips back. Like
I know.
They should criticize her uke skills more first and foremost.
I was a good uke. I feel like.
No, you keep your body straight.
Yeah.
But then you could take a video of that and be like, what uke stands with their core like that and lets the person off balance? You could criticize that too. There's a million things to criticize.
That is true.
That's true. It's a learning tool.
Yeah, no one reacts that way. You're right.
Here we go. But at least there's a video of me slamming somebody. Who is this? In the Uchimata.
That was during the
that's Georgie getting thrown.
Oh, is that George? Oh God.
Yeah,
Dude, everyone's catching strays, man. George, he's not even in New York anymore, and he's like catching strays.
I love the caption on this shot too. Notice how he doesn't pull upwards during randori, which is entirely different from what he just taught me 20 years ago. Wait a minute, Sensei's doing it differently from how he taught us. Yeah, this is a different type of Uchimata. You see, this is like sort of a back step. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
No, I think my take is that it's always been that you are pulling up a little, but there's a resistance, so you can't only pull up that much.
Yep.
And it's not like you can't just wrap the arm. My take is that you can't just wrap the sleeve around your body.
Yeah.
It has to have some
Yeah, because I'm looking at George's body
Yeah.
position too. He's already bent
Yeah.
over this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
And then the weight's going forward already, so it's like you don't need to pull like this because all you gotta do is just trap it in place and bring it across. So like, you gotta look at what the uke is doing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway,
Don't get me started on these guys.
genuine live reactions. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely reach out to them once this is released, and I'll probably talk to them in Korean. I actually love those guys. You know, they make great content in Korean though, but now they've
I
started
want
making
you
English
to
content.
tell them Shintaro will come and teach you guys real judo. I want you to say that.
I don't know even how you speak Japanese too, so you know how like it's like kind of like I have to use honorifics probably because I don't know them, but I don't know how to do that in.
Tell them specifically that I asked you to talk to them informally. That you say, "Hey, bro," like that, in Korean.
That's so weird in Korean culture. So, but I'll put it.
You know, when I go to Japan, a lot of time I preface it with like, "Hey, my Japanese is not so good. I grew up in New York. My first language is it's actually Japanese, but I say English sometimes. That way, when I come off as rude because I'm not using the proper, like sycophantic, honorific versions of words, it doesn't. You know what I mean?
For me, it doesn't work as well because I did live there until I was 15, and I do have an accent when I speak English. So
yeah, you do. We know this.
So maybe they'll be more understanding.
No, but there's a rethinking the basics judo video, Shintaro, that you guys could all take a look at as well.
Maybe I'll send it.
Oh, look, the Rethinking Judo Basics podcast episode.
Oh, yeah,
we
did
done.
that.
Yeah. So check that out as well. Send that to him.
Yeah, rethinking the,
Yeah. It's only 3 months ago, damn.
Oh, it seems like it was like ages ago.
I know, yeah. Someone just talked to me about that too, actually.
What?
Nelson Puentes from Inverted Gear hit me up and was like, hey, I watched that thing about rethinking judo basics. So, then I will be in Pennsylvania at his gym doing a seminar,
Oh, all right. All right.
One of these guys from Korea doing a seminar out over there, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
They can't even speak English, bro.
All right. Well, yeah, that was a literally like genuine live reaction for you guys.
Yep.
A lot of people were asking for this, and hope you guys liked it.
Yep.
I'll definitely reach out to the two brothers of Hanpan TV, and
and thank you very much, Drew, Hakuin.ai. If you have customer churn, that's always an issue, so check those guys out. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you, Levon. Thank you, Judo TV. Discount code Shintaro. Thank you, HigashiBrand.com. Go check out HigashiBrand.com where you could purchase a Uchimata video that I made. Instructional video.
Maybe this is a merch idea. You should make a t-shirt with you doing the traditional way.
Yeah.
And then some make a snarky comment. I can't really come up with something right now, but like I can throw you like this or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can still throw you like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Thanks guys.
Yep.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.